Welcome back to the future of. Today we're diving into Napkin AI, a free tool that turns your text into awesome visuals fast.
Yeah, Napkin AI. It's really catching on because it tackles that visual communication thing in a pretty novel way.
How do you mean?
Well, think about it. We all work with text, right? Notes, documents, emails. Napkin takes that text and almost instantly turns it into infographics, diagrams, flowcharts.
And the key is, you don't need to be a designer.
Exactly. That's the big sell. No complex software, no steep learning curve. It's made to be, super straightforward.
Right, making it easy to get your ideas across visually and quickly.
Precisely. So today we're going to unpack how it works, and we'll even walk through a quick example so you can really see it in action.
Good, because it sounds almost too easy.
It does, but it holds up.
Oh.
And just think about the range of uses. We've seen sources mention everything from jazzing up presentations to making blog posts or social media more eye-catching, even improving documentation or helping researchers visualize key points from papers. It's really versatile.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Let's get into the nuts and bolts then. How does it actually do that? Turn words into pictures.
So the core process is surprisingly simple. It's not like those AI image tools where you're trying to find the perfect prompt,
Right, no prompt engineering needed.
Nope. Napkin works directly with text you already have. You just copy and paste it in. Could be from a Word doc, your Notes app, maybe even stuff you got from ChatGPT.
Okay, so using existing content. I like that.
Oh.
Less work. What's next after you paste the text?
All right, so your text is in what they call a napkin, their term for the document. Then you just highlight the bit of text you want to visualize.
Just highlight it.
Yep, highlight the text, and then you click this little lightning icon. You see it in all the demos.
The lightning icon. Got it.
And that tells the AI, okay, analyze this text. And it comes back with suggestions for visuals that it thinks fit that text.
Suggestions, plural, so you get choices.
You do. It doesn't just give you one option. It offers a few different visual styles.
But what if, none of them are quite right, or maybe I want to change the colors or something? Are you stuck?
Oh, not at all. That's where the customization comes in. And it's actually pretty powerful. You're not just accepting the AI's first draft.
Okay, good. So what can you actually change?
Well, first off, you choose from those different visual styles it suggests. Then you can customize fonts, make it look more casual or more formal, depending on what you need.
Like choosing between Times New Roman and Comic Sans, but hopefully better choices.
Huh, hopefully. Yeah, one tutorial showed changing it to Roboto, a nice clean font. And colors, definitely. You can adjust the color palettes. They even made sure the colors work well on both light and dark backgrounds, which is a nice touch.
That is thoughtful.
Yeah.
Anything else? Can you tweak the details?
Oh, yeah. You can add icons or swap existing ones out. They have a big library. They've got these things called decorators for adding emphasis and dynamic connectors for flowcharts and diagrams.
Dynamic connectors. So they just automatically?
Seems like it, yeah. Makes linking ideas easier. You can also change line thickness, add frames, or take them away. And a really practical one, you can double-click right on the text within the visual and edit it there.
Wow, okay. That's actually quite a bit of control. So it starts fast, but you can refine it.
Exactly. Quick generation, then detailed customization if you need it.
So once you've perfected your visual, how do you get it out of Napkin AI? What are the sharing options?
Good question. You've got several export options. PNG is one they actually recommend that for better quality than, say, a JPEG.
Okay, high-quality PNGs.
Nice.
Yep.
Also SVG, which is vector-based, so you can scale it up without losing clarity. Great for logos or diagrams you might resize, and of course, PDF.
Can you export just one diagram or the whole document?
Both. You can grab just a single visual as a PNG or SVG, or export the entire Napkin document as a PDF.
And what about working with others?
Yeah, collaboration. You can share a link to your napkin. People you share with can view it. They can add comments, and you can even let them edit alongside you in real time.
Real-time editing. Okay, that's pretty standard now, but good to have.
Definitely useful for teams.
This sounds really practical. Can we, walk through a super quick example, start to finish?
Absolutely. Let's do it. So imagine you go to napkin.ai. First time there, you'll click the Get Napkin Free button. Set up an account, usual stuff.
Right. Log in. Then what?
Okay. Once you're in, you'll probably see an option like Start Blank or maybe Draft with AI. Let's try the AI one, like in one of the tutorials. You could give it a simple topic, maybe. Best practices for YouTube content.
Okay, so we tell the AI to write some text for us to visualize.
Yeah, just to get something on the page quickly for this example. Or you could just paste in text you already have, of course.
Got it. So now we have some text in our napkin. Let's say a paragraph about YouTube tips. What's the magic step?
The magic step, you highlight that paragraph, find that lightning icon we talked about, and click it.
Click. And then?
Then Napkin thinks for a second, and boom, it shows you maybe 3 or 4 different ways that paragraph could look as a visual. Could be bullet points, maybe a simple flowchart, depends on the text.
And we pick the one we like best.
You got it. Browse the suggestions, pick one, and now you can start making it your own.
Right, the customization. Like changing the font.
Exactly. Maybe switch it to Robotuo, like in that tutorial.
Yeah.
Play with the color scheme. Find one that fits your style or brand. Maybe add a little YouTube icon to the title block.
Okay. And you mentioned consistency. If I make another visual.
Yeah, that's a neat feature. If you customize one visual, change the fonts, colors, etc., when you generate the next visual from another piece of text, Napkin can automatically apply that same style.
Oh, that saves a lot of time.
Yeah.
Keeps everything looking professional and unified.
For sure. Really helps maintain a consistent look throughout your document or presentation.
Okay, so we've made our visual, styled it up. How do we share this masterpiece?
Easy peasy. There are share buttons right there. You can generate a link to send to someone or share it via email directly from Napkin. And as we said, you can download it too. PDF is probably the most common for sharing a finished document.
Makes sense. So thinking about all this,
Yeah.
who is this really for? Who gets the most out of Napkin AI?
Honestly, it feels like it has really broad appeal. Anyone who needs to communicate ideas visually but doesn't have the time or, frankly, the skills for complex design tools.
So presenters, people making slide decks.
Absolutely. Imagine prepping slides. This could massively cut down that time. Also, bloggers, social media managers, adding quick, clear visuals to posts makes them way more engaging.
I could see that. What about more technical stuff?
Yeah, documentation. Turning complex instructions or processes into flowcharts or diagrams makes them so much easier to understand. And researchers, too. Taking dense findings from a paper and making a shareable visual summary. Huge potential there.
It also sounds great for teachers, maybe. Explaining concepts.
Definitely. Educators were mentioned. Bringing abstract ideas to life visually for students, that's a perfect use case.
It really does sound incredibly versatile.
Yeah.
Okay, the big question then. What's the damage? Is it expensive?
Ah, the price. Good news on that front, at least for now. Because it's still in beta.
Beta, so still under development.
Yeah, they're still refining it. And while it's in beta, they're making the Pro plan available for free.
The Pro plan for free?
Yes,
Seriously?
that's what the sources indicate, yeah. Their website, FAQs, and some reviews mention it. Now, they do say there will be a free plan eventually, probably with some limitations. One reviewer mentioned seeing something about 3 napkins free forever on the pricing page during beta.
So the takeaway is, try it now while the full feature set is free.
Pretty much. It's the perfect time to jump in and see if it works for you without paying anything.
Good tip. Any other little details or FAQs a new user should know?
Just reiterating a few things. Remember, it works from your text, not from descriptive prompts.
Huh.
It's kind of an all-in-one editor you write, generate visuals, and edit them all in the same place. Viewing works on mobile, but for actually editing and creating, you'll want to be on a desktop or laptop.
Makes sense for that kind of work.
And yeah, the collaboration features real-time editing, comments are there, plus they seem to have support available if you run into trouble.
Okay, fantastic. So let's wrap this up. Why should our listeners, actually bother checking out Napkin AI? What are the key takeaways?
I'd say it boils down to a few things. 1, speed, turning text into visuals super fast. 2, ease of use. You really don't need design skills. 3, customization. Enough control to make the visuals fit your needs. And 4, well, right now, it's free to try the full version.
It sounds like a powerful combination, especially the time-saving aspect. We saw those testimonials, right? A project manager calling it a game changer.
Yeah, and a professor impressed by how smooth it was, a marketing leader excited about a new diagramming tool. It clearly resonates with people who need to visualize information regularly.
It solves that problem of wanting great visuals without wanting to spend hours learning Photoshop or fiddling with PowerPoint shapes.
Exactly. It lowers that barrier significantly.
Well, this has been a fascinating look at Napkin AI. If you're listening and thinking, I could use that for my next presentation or report or blog post, then definitely head over to napkin.ai. Give it a whirl.
Yeah, try it out. And maybe ask yourself, what information do I work with regularly that could be clearer, more engaging if it were visual? Imagine the time you could save. What could you transform today?
Great final thought. And everyone, be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into useful AI tools, especially the free ones that can genuinely help you in your work and daily life.